Yosuke goes on a serial balloon popping spree. See, he's just doing everything right this game. He's doing everything right. Good people, it is another fine day in the year of the Zenith Toon Link. Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalicars, Few. Nomi is the man who's feeling a little memey, but to most I am the United States Aviator. And welcome back to Danganronpa Hunger Games Season 10, a celebration, a walk down memory lane. And this one is a special one in the history of the Hunger Games. You voted, and it's just clear. It's clear what you all want. It used to be one of your favorite categories when you were voting. It's the meme episode. Oh yeah. And since the last time we did a meme episode, this is all the way back in season 2, because we're doing season 2 throwbacks this week. The meme episode. Full of channel memes, and since then we've had more and more channel memes. We've had horn bearers, we've had sheep, lords, wranglers, queens. We've had so much duel masters, and then there's the classics like Korey in the house. I think this was before the Grow Master Kurumi became a thing. The Knights classics, and of course, the most classic of them all. Technically, the most classic of them all was Crazy Hiyoko. She was number one. She was number one. The classic squad. Oh yeah. But let's get through all of our memes. We have teams that contained a meme of some sort from the channel. Let's explain. Starting with Where's My Glove? Kurumi, the Grow Master, and Miss Mai rock on You May Remember Ibuki's Grace. Here she is, Ibuki, with Reiko. And Shinyon could show up because the tag team champions are in action. The Horn Bears, a meme in themselves. Sato and Rantaro. Two Horn Bears, that's all I gotta say about that. The Wolfpack, Gonta and Razor. Y'all remember Juice Box Gonta? Now Gonta slowly becoming Forsaken Gonta, just like Forsaken Zuru, but you know what? Maybe today will be Gonta and Razor's day. Brute Force sees Sakura, the buffest knight of them all, and Mana. Corrupted Code sees one part of the squad, Junko, with So. Shorty Sleepover sees Kana with Crazy Hiyoko. She's a classic. Y'all gotta, at this point, you gotta love Crazy Hiyoko. Unlucky Adventure Team, Trapmaster Nagito and Bennett. The Jailbirds we see of the Entourage, Ryoma and Alice, and the leader of the Entourage in the Robotics Club, Kazuichi, Pimp Kazuichi. With Miss Monica. And we know Monica's been throwing portals, she's the one who won through causing world peace and then turning everyone who was peaceful into sheeps. Into sheep, never forget. We got Angie, the Divine Thing, with Albedo, Capture the Moment, Tag Team Champions. Cutting words, we see Toko, we see Peko. Toko, Peko, Toko. Also have to change Junko's sprite again. Toko and Peko. Peko is the Sword Knight, never forget. To Be Me, the Ultimate Chihiro, with Shiki. A Fairy's Guide to Everything Magical, Tank Usami. Cause that's a thing that happened and I'll never forget it. With Paimon, the Bob Squad sees Chie and Big Stick Mahiru. Cat Owner's Paradise sees Celestial Squad, and Jin. Sinister Side sees Chisa and Sharpshooting Steel-Minded Big Sister Sarah. There's more to that, but I can't say because it's major spoilers. Parsnip, Genocide Jack, and Turnip. Boy, we all know where Jack is from, the squad. Mama and Daddy. Unfortunately, both of these are technically really channel memes, aren't they? Aren't they? Because I'm calling Midori that Daddy has really, yeah. But we see Mama there. Seeking Justice, we have Taka, and we have George, Samurai Taka, never forget. Identity Crisis sees Hajime, the Wizard Robe Hajime himself, with K, one of the earliest memes as well. Carry on Shuichi, with Kazuha Shuichi, the Dual Master. Kai A Day. is here as well. Former World Pancake Champion, along with Lawrence, God Mode, sees Yuta and Forsaken Azuru. Can he be unforsaken today? Strong and soft, that ampersand, Jeez Louise, Nekomaru, and the new World Pancake Champion, Mondo. And after there will be like a shortcut and I'll be like, oh, let me fix those sprites real quick. United we fall, the luminary of the losers. First of all, Nekomaru from the squad, never forget that. I was like, the silver medal Mondo, he kind of lost that. He's lost that because he's almost held all the gold he can hold in the series. Unlike United we fall, Kaito, who is still the luminary of the losers, never won, but Mitsurai is now by his side. Unhealthy obsessions. We got Korey in the house with Mikan, a horn bear, Pinky and the brain. One is a genius, the other is a master of the dark arts, Kotoko. Manga Mayhem, we have the cutest knight of them all, Komaru with Hifumi. Grand Scheme sees Kokichi of the squad and Claude. Beauty Sleep sees Chiaki, the sheep queen, the sheep lord herself with Ganyu. Hired hand, we see Fuyuhiko, Slingshot Fuyuhiko, along with Maki of the squad. Concealed Blade sees freaking Sayaka. And Kai, the royal shepherd, sees Sheep Wrangling Sonya and everybody's my real dad, Chrome. Final Gambit, we see No Mace Naegi and we see Yosuke. Sour Patch Kids, we see Mukuro. And Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large, because let's be honest, I don't know if anyone, before these times, I don't know if anyone would be like, oh yeah, that's Hiyoko Extra Large. No, I did that. I don't know why I did that. That's just sometimes I just say things and it's just a work of art. Accessorized sees Undisputed Mew. With the horn bearer, Miss Maya, the Mets, all about those Mets, a meme themselves, Nane-ai Chiaki, and Mizuki. Nane-ai, once again, I don't think people are just like, oh yeah, real Chiaki, not non-AI Chiaki. That's something we did here. And then of course, I know for the past few weeks, a lot of you have been wondering, where's the Danganronpa character from Set of Pipes? And I know you guys had some pretty good guesses. Some good guesses in the comments like this one and that one, and even that one. But let me tell you who wasn't there because he was scouting, he was patrolling. He has a win in this series, but he has never competed regularly, and today marks the day that he will start to do so. A member of Mondo's biker gang, a target on the adult hunt, Takamichi has joined the fray. Set of Pipes, his wicked exhaust pipes on his bike, along with Tiki, who is here today, who's really kind of a channel meme in herself. That's my dragon wife. And just like that, everything is honky-dory, and we see Junko with her title, Mondo with his new title, the World Pancake Championship, around his waist. Gosh, I love that sprite. It looks really good on Mondo. It looks really good on him, I gotta admit. But you know what else looks really good? You guys getting ready to make those picks. But before you do, I think we gotta see if I do have to make one more edit to what's going on, because lo and behold, in 3, 2, 1, Tag Team Agents of Chaos. Rock on. Reiko has been eyeing up now. Ibuki has been watching out for Angie, and Shinyan has been stalking Albedo's every move. But are they ready to strike? We'll wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, the wheel does spin. Where it stops, nobody knows, but today we find out, and today it stops on not chaos at all. Not even close. Not even close. They're biding their time, waiting for the right opportunity to strike, and today, it's not the right opportunity. They're like, oh, there's a lot of teams here today. Our odds would be low in this episode. No. They said no. Not today. But today, someone will be going on to that tag team bracket. Who will they be? Pick it in first, second, third in the comments, because your comments are fantastic. They are important, and they help the channel keep growing. So keep making those comments in these Hunger Games episodes. And I'm gonna make my picks too. But also, it's a throwback to Season 2. So don't just pick first, second, and third. Which team do you think is gonna come in last? Oh yes, last place. That's what I want to know, because this was the winners versus losers season 2. It was the battle that put Kokichi, one of the ultimate winners, and Kaito, one of the ultimate losers, and they headed those teams through RNG. Which is crazy to me, which is nuts to me, but that's wild, that's incredible. I think it's time we get things going after I make my picks for first, second, third, and last. I'm gonna pick last first. I think someone who you guys would be like, whoa, that team's gonna do stellar. I think Sinister Side is gonna come in last. I think they've got last. And I kind of miss picking last, because then you were like, oh man. I'm also really excited for next week. Next week? No, not next week. 2 weeks from now. Season 4 throwback. I'm excited for that one. But better yet, they got last. However, third place, Brute Force is gonna get close again. Second place, United We Fall is going to have a heartbreaking second place placement today. And it's going to be terrible, it's going to be dreadful, it's going to be awful, but it's going to be okay because the Mets are going to win via Mizuki. That much, it's not a promise, it's not a guarantee, no. It's a fact of life. However, I do believe it is time for just one more thing, shall we? Oh, it is time that we... Zoom in on me. You thought for a second. You thought for a minuscule moment. You thought that we would have a throwback season without me hitting you with the greatest throwback gag of all time, the pause. You thought that you were safe. It's been so long. You were like, haha, hee-ha, he's getting all tormented with these dice gags. Haha, not today. Today, the dice gag was to torment you. Today, the dice gag was to fool you into thinking your video was buffering. But in fact, it was not. Ha! Ha ha! And once again, heh. You've been Schmeckledorfed. Congratulations. We got him, we sure did. Hey, let's roll this thing, for real. let's start this. How many times were we actually simulating? I don't know. But man, the pause, that is for real a throwback. That is the truest throwback. Before there were dice gags, there were video pauses. Didn't do them all the time, but I did them when you least expected them. But I had to do one this season. How about we do it? And one more good toss and we see where you're simulating just 4. A grand 4 times. You heard me, not just 1 time. Not just 2 times. And not just 3 times. And definitely not 5 times. Not 5 times. Not 5 times, but right before that. Right before that 5. I think there's a number that we know all too well. That number's 4. We're resimulating 4 times. There we go. You ever miss the resimulate button 2 times before actually clicking it? Welcome to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. I'm ABS. I do believe it's time to get the show on the road. And not secret achievements. There's no secret achievements. But I gotta get the World Pancake Championship match list out. Because Mondo, one day you're gonna defend that title, but today it's tag team action. And we are here with every tribute. All these great memes from Hunger Games past. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. And for one of the memes that we see every single episode since their inception, except the days when they're not there or are part of a dice gag of some sort, hey, sound those horns. Thank you, horn bearers. Much appreciated and much obliged as we get this show on the road. Kaede runs away. Asylum Akamatsu runs away from the cornucopia. She's like, no thank you. I realized I called her former pancake champion. That's not a meme. She's Asylum Akamatsu. Never forget. She's crazy. That girl is crazy. Chiaki opens a pack of gum as she enters the arena. Genocide Jack, Sayaka, and Chie appear from nowhere asking for a piece. Crom gets down on one knee and proposes to Korey. Korey accepts and the two happily skip away from the cornucopia. Does that mean Korey's my real stepdad? Huh. Tiki receives a trident from inside of the cornucopia. Kai grabs a backpack and retreats. Albedo is unable to convince Sonya not to kill him. If this were tag team action, Angie would be on her lonesome daddy. Runs away from the cornucopia, so does Takamichi. Mukuro finds a talking Komodo dragon. Inside of the cornucopia, the reptile says, I'm Crazy Hiyoko. Asnir placed a curse on her. And the only way to break that curse is for Mukuro to kiss her. Mukuro reluctantly obliges kissing Crazy Hiyoko, turning her back to normal. Thank goodness you didn't die, though. Let me tell you. That Komodo dragon saliva, that's real venomous. Kaede is all the way up there, but Kazuha's right here, and he runs away from the cornucopia. Paimon plays all of the hornbearer instruments at once. She sounds the, oh gosh, oh no, it's terrible. And the hornbearers teams, they actually get together one good time, and they demolish, destroy, and downright get rid of Paimon. Yosuke runs away from the cornucopia. Gonta throws a beehive, a killer beehive at Karumi, but it busts open and the bees actually fly after Gonta and sting him to death instead. Gonta being stung to death, that's, that's too soon. Mondo, pancake champion Mondo, and Nagisa engage in a brutal bare-knuckle brawl as one of the most vicious fights of their lives, with each bone-shattering punch threatening to kill. I don't know when Nagisa got so buff, but it's definitely paid off, because after hours of exchanging blows, it finally ends when Nagisa snaps Mondo's neck. Who would've thunk? Mikan runs away from the cornucopia. He's coming for that World Pancake Championship. You better believe it. Makoto watches with envy as Turnip Boy and Azuru kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Interesting. That's not boring at all. Juko runs away. Stays for resources. George gathers as many weapons as humanly possible. So, seriously contemplate suicide? Don't do that, my guy. Bennett finds a book titled To Cook Kana, a beginner's guide. Kana's both amazed and horrified at the level of detail within the book. Ganyu refuses to fall to despair. Kei runs away from the cornucopia. Kokichi grabs a chainsaw. He is crazy too. Angie runs away from the cornucopia. Mizuki steps off of her podium too soon and blows up. Hey, you guys see that? My jinx is still alive, isn't it? Me is saying the Mets are gonna win, and it's gonna be Mizuki. Oops. Mitsurai runs away from the cornucopia. Razor snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Sarah clutches the first aid kit and runs away. Ibuki gets down on one knee and proposes to Mew. Mew accepts and the two happily skip away from the cornucopia. I'm sorry? What about Yuta, Mew? What about Yuta? Sato seriously contemplates suicide. Kazuichi cries in despair, accomplishing nothing. Ryoma ignores the games and goes looking for food. Shuichi grabs two swords and spins rapidly on the spot, cleaving Taka, Mama, and Monica. Rest in peace to the three of them. Mana runs away from the cornucopia. Rantaro severely slices Claude with a sword. Nani and Chiaki cozies up to Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large and Komaru looking for allies. Alice kills Chihiro as he tries to run. Nagito and Mahiru agree to kill each other last. Chisa runs away from the cornucopia, as does Fuyuko, as does Shiki, as does Reiko. Nekamaru finds a teleporter and teleports him right behind me, but I got a fence, but he's okay. Because he's a part of that squad. I should have picked people from the squad because it's been squad out, but only on singles. So their time comes tomorrow. I don't think there's that many of them in tomorrow. Mai and Sakura compare the knives that they found in the supply. Celeste comes in with a spoon and gets laughed at. Kaito and Hifumi fight for her back. Hifumi gives up and he just retreats. Hajime and Yuta bury Toko in the snow and leave her to die. Oh my gosh, blinking the brain out early. Maya runs away from the cornucopia. Lawrence tries to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake and that he's not supposed to be here. This is no place for nobles. Peko runs away from the cornucopia. Jin tries to explain to Monokuma that this has been a mistake and these are not supposed to be here. This is no place for children. Maki snaps Usami's neck. A tank won't save you from her. And Toko runs away from the cornucopia. We still have a day to get through. And here's that day. As Avi, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Kai? 7. 7. 7. Just a solid 7. You're a little crazy, but solid 7. Ryoma commits a crime running away, giggling. Sarah, Takamichi, and Jin hold an intervention for Avi's darts addiction. He doesn't even. Look, that was one time, you guys. That was one. Do I have a darts board over there because of what happened? No, of course. You're crazy. You're crazy. Hajime is pricked while throwing while picking berries. Nagisa is exposed to Chisa's sensitivity aura. Oh, right. Nagisa survived. For some reason, my brain was like, oh yeah, Mondo got that guy. No, Nagisa's strong. He can still carry on. In fact, him flying under the radar so much may help him survive a potential jinx. He's more emotional now though. So works at Yoko's Items and Misfortunes. I'll remember that so. Which happens to be hiring. Rantaro is horrified when Crazy Hiyoko goes to a job interview for it. Nani Achiaki isn't crying, she's sweating from her eyes. Genocide Jack and Chie talk about their lives. Shiki wants Avi to give Waffles a chance. No. Bullying a Kaede? Not cool, Kokichi. Kurumi plants flowers around her campsite. Saiko wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Mai gets drenched in honey and unfortunately she's allergic and she does pair. Sonya was being a clown. Nekomaru asks Kazuo if everything's okay. Is it okay, Kazuo? He'll probably give him some very poetic answer. Izuru breaks out his cold weather wardrobe. It's still cold in the arena. Sato is exposed to Angie's sensitivity aura, becoming more emotional. Maybe that's a little bit of chaos that's left over in Sato, seeing a champion over there. She's like, Toko receives a knife from an unknown sponsor. Shuichi finds a bikini and puts it on Square, revealing, wait, this is the wrong simulator. Oh well. Nagito receives pancakes from Avi, so does Junko. Pancakes for all! And my dragon wife decides to lend me a hand and kills a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. That's a reptile I can get behind. Let's go, Tiki. Maki throws a pebble in anger in a strange series of events, causes a small landslide, killing Alice, Chiaki, the Lord of the Sheep, and the ultimate pimp, Kazuichi. Lawrence confesses how much he has come to hate Reiko. Reiko says the feeling's mutual. Bennett accidentally blurts out the fact that he likes Kana in an all-platonic way. Kana accepts the confession, the accidental confession, wholeheartedly. Beautiful. Ibuki tries to sneak attack Turner Boy, but Turner Boy catches on and runs away. Sakura shows Makoto her murder list. At the top is Makoto's name and it's in bold too. You better run, Makoto! Kaito's unknown sponsor is Asnir of the 39th Dimension. Mikan hates how she acted in the past and disgusted by what she did in the past. Mika wants to move past this phase of her life and actively become a better person. Wow! We love that, Mikan. We love that. In fact, everyone should follow Mikan's example. Drop the bad things you did in the past and be the best you can be in the future. Crom. Crazy Hiyoko, Extra Large, and Peko hunt for other tributes. Ganyu, Yosuke, and Ifumi track down and chill with Korey in the house. Maya constructs a shack. Mew finds a violin and begins to play it horribly, much to Razor's frustration. He probably really can't stand that. Mayu makes a slingshot. Just as Yuta severely injures Fuyiko and puts him out of his misery, she's like, well, I got the slingshot now, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Mana buys Avi's merchandise from Avi's Wares and Despairs. You better believe it's Celeste's George that she is a cardboard clone of Celeste created by Avi. Me? Create a cardboard clone of Celeste? To ensure she doesn't perish and somehow comes out on top? Maybe. That sounds like something I would do for the squad. Daddy. Komaru and Kei come up with a complicated escape plan. Mukuro dives into a pile of plushies. The plushies prove to be too much and Mukuro drowns in them. And Mitararu sees Mouth Splash from Secret Admirer. Who's that Secret Admirer? Maybe we'll find out as we hit a Claire de Lune for our Fallen 18. And here it is. 4. Albedo. Paimon. Gonta. The Pancake Champion Mondo. Mizuki. Taka. Momo. Monica, Claude, Chihiro, Kotoko, Usami, Mai, Alice, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Mukuro. You hate to see it. You really do. However, we still have a lot of people left, because this was a pretty big one, wasn't it? It was a pretty large one. There's still 60 folks left. We still have a ton of people left. One arena event could change all of that, but we still got plenty of people to get through. And we're gonna get through them. I'll do a quick slow scroll for you, but we still got 60. 60. That's the minutes in an hour? That's close to the age where you can collect your social security. It's 60. Now let's proceed to see Which of these 60s perish next? Let me tell you. Makoto challenges Sarah and Shuichi to an anything goes pancake eating competition, and let me tell you. Sharpshooting, steel-minded, pancake pulverizing, big sister Sarah eats the most pancakes. That won't be an official nickname, but if she wins that World Pancake Championship, I'll tell you. Well, I guess it could be an official nickname, couldn't it? I guess, you know, there was some pancakes in Your Turn to Die, weren't there? Spoilers. She earns entry into that World Pancake Championship match. Good job, Sarah. She's held tag team action, however, it's extremely difficult for her to earn that singles title, but we've seen it's not impossible, so has done it. Rantaro turned to boy Mana and Kana track down and kill Nagito. That's not chilling, that is killing. Lawrence, Ryoma, and Azuru sit around the campfire and sing the campfire song, the CANPFIRESONG song? Kurumi, her allergies keep her up all night. Celeste teaches Hajime and Crazy Hiyoko how to use ice magic. I didn't know, I thought she would be more like a fire mage. Peko and Shiki get onto a balcony and watch the stars together. Hifumi locks Chisa in a coffin and buries her alive, but Chisa manages to escape. Nagisa gets a hold of Mai's soundboard. He does. And he plays something very familiar, something absolutely glorious. Jin sets up an outdoor generator space heater and floodlights. Ganya's a dream of Maki winning. This a premonition? Oh, it could be a premonition, or it could be the squad. Kai tries to stay up all night to catch the mastermind, but falls asleep. Glorious! I'm sorry, every time it comes back around, I get it in my soul, and I gotta just scream glorious. Sonya slices at Korey's eyes, and Korey is now blind. Bennett passes out from exhaustion. Daddy and Mayuri tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Razor and Angie settle their dispute over an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Who do you think won? That, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, that would be the most disjointed game of rock, paper, scissors of all time. Komaru starts a dance party, so George and Toko join in. A good time was had by all to build each other's trust. Junko and Sato decide to do trust falls. On the very first instance of the exercise, Junko steps aside and lets Sato fall to the ground. And just one more time before we change the song real quick. Glorious! Okay. Okay, Mikan and Kaede start kicking Kaede for unknown reasons. Takamichi finishes his nighttime coffee before joining in. Chie reminisces about Season 7. Mitarai loads his shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. Yuta stands outside of Genocide Jack's camp with a candy pail. Genocide Jack gives Yuta a knife to the chest. Well, thinking about it logically, maybe you shouldn't go trick-or-treating at the camp of someone with genocide in their name. Mew challenges Yosuke and Kokichi to an anything goes pancake eating competition, and Yosuke enters that fray. Good on him. Proud of him. Let's keep on keeping on. Dang, he beat two very, very game stars as well. He beat Mew and Kokichi in a World Pancake Championship Invitational Pancake Eating Competition. He did that. And don't forget, he's a former tag team champion. He is the one who came out on top for taking out the trash. He knows what to do. You know what? He might win this whole thing. Crom is an international super spy. Nekomaru jumps into the sky and finishes off Crazy Hiyoko with his signature Nekomaru kick. Nane Aichiaki, yes, queen. Kaito catches Sakura with a giant box of comically placed banana peels. Kazuha grabs a dumbbell and starts working out. Sayaka, feeling especially kind tonight, impossible, gives Ibuki a muffin, it's poisoned. Reiko and Tiki both set up an outdoor generator, space heater, and floodlights, and Maya is disqualified for the games for committing tax evasion. The old horn bearer herself. Turnip boy, I'm watching you too. I know you committed tax evasion. I might disqualify you sooner or later too for it. We'll proceed to day 2. Takamichi, Jin, Toko, and Junko all swim beneath the hidden lake deep beneath the arena, whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms of himself. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. Ryoma diverts Azuru's attention. Bennett defeats Nekomaru in a battle, but spares his life. Sakura Hands turnip boy and Mika on an invitation to her birthday party. They tear it up before her eyes. Komaru. So, that's another event that has a fatal version that has never come up. Komaru, So, Kazuha, and Rantaro and Crazy Hiyoko actually are to look for more people to become friends with Sato. Ask Korey, do you think I'm some kind of clown? Korey shrugs and says, hell yeah, maybe. Shuichi confesses how much he's come to hate Celeste. Celeste like, oh, well, the feeling is mutual. Nagisa and Chie have a picnic on a cliff. Surprisingly, nothing goes wrong. Sarah suddenly exclaims, not the Komodos, for every reason in particular. For every reason in particular. Me and Mitsurai, we go way back. Ganyu and Razor trade talents? Do they trade visions then? Do they trade visions? Is she now Electro and he's now Cryo? I'm here for that. Kaito's not funny, has never been funny, never will be funny, I don't know. Kaito's made me laugh. Reiko over here, Sayaka and Afumi talking to this and she's tricking you! Hajime impales Kokichi with a machete. That's bad for your health. Angie wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Chisa has, I'm waiting for Nagito to get that. Nagito wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance because I promise you I will lose it. Chisa has balloons and Peko comes and pops them. Pop, pop, pop. Chisa proceeds to kill Peko for destroying her balloons. Man, I don't know. I think Peko was in the right for that one. Kana raises Kaide's hopes and dashes them quite expertly. Yosuke goes on a serial balloon popping spree. See, he's just doing everything right this game. He's doing everything right. Genocide Jack finds a Yi-Ball. Sonya, Mana, and Sonya's tag team partner Krom get into a fight. Mana triumphantly takes out that team. The two of them couldn't beat Mana, which, you know what? I don't know. Krom's very strong, but Mana, Mana's pretty strong. George and Mew make a list of chores for Tiki to complete. Oh, yeah, don't do that to my dragon wife. Shiki feigns death, tricking Makoto into ignoring her. Maki receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, Daddy. Ibuki and Kurumi come up with a complicated escape plan. Kate uses Christmas bags to change the month back to December. Oh no. Mahiru wants to be a stepping stone for everyone. Kai diverts Nane Aichiaki's attention and runs away. Lawrence encounters a fruit bat who immediately takes a liking to him and joins his side. We will proceed. We lost not that many. Just 8. And after this, Claire De Lune 4. Nagito, Yuta, Crazy Hiyoko, Maya, Kokichi, Peko, Sonya, Krom. Dang, the Royal Shepherds, poor Royal Shepherds, they really both got ousted by Maya. It's tough to get your whole team eliminated in a single event by a single person in Brand Steel. But boy did it happen to them. We'll see everybody's statuses. That brings us down to 52. A standard size deck of cards. Okay, thanks brain. Kurumi for Where's My Glove, all of Rock On, all of the Horn Bearers, Wolfpack still has Razor, Brute Force, Corrupted Codes completely, and Shorty Sleepover has Kana. Unlucky Adventure Team has Bennett for the fan vote. Wouldn't it be interesting to see Bennett versus Razor in the final 2, and then Bennett come out on top again? I'd cry. The Jailbirds with Ryoma, Capture the Moment with Angie, Cutting Words Toko, To Be Me Shiki, Bob Squad, Cat Owner's Paradise, Sinister Side, Parsnip all completely in. Daddy Remains for Mama and Daddy. George for Seeking Justice, Identity Crisis, Carry On, Kiss from a Rose, all completely in. Really good for Carry On because they have not had a strong showing in a long time, maybe ever. God Mode has Azuru, Strong and Soft Still has Nekomaru, United We Fall, Unhealthy Obsessions completely in. Pinky and the Brain has Nagisa, Manga Mayhem for the fan vote completely in. Beauty Sleep, Ganyu. Hired Hand, Maki. Concealed Blades completely in. Final Gambit as well. Sour Patch Kids has Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large. Accessorized with Mew. The Met Star of Nane Aichiaki and Set of Pipes. Now that Takamichi is there to help them out. Completely in. Takamichi is going to be the sleeper pick for Set of Pipes, and he is going to carry them to victory immediately. That's not a prediction. It might be me being completely wrong as we click proceed. Let's see. I saw him at the start and I was like, oh, there's my jinx. But no, he's actually fine. At the start of night 2, he buys a plush of Nagisa and cuddles with it. Maybe he's not fine. Nane Aichiaki cuddles up against Chisa. Kazuha starts and Ibuki start kicking Mitarai for unknown reasons. Mew finishes a nighttime coffee before joining in. Don't bully Mitarai. He's number one. Calm down. Sato and Razor cuddle together for the night. As soon as Sato falls asleep, Razor stabs her. Goodness gracious. Toko's ultimate move is fully charged. Daddy hesitates to kill Azura, so Azura blows themselves up with a grenade. Azura? That man's was really bored. Sarah, Jin, and Kurumi, the grill master, successfully ambush and kill Ryoma, Sakura, and Kai. Why? Why? Why would y'all do that? Why would you? I guess there's no, like, real alliances in between those two. I mean, like, Sarah and Jin clearly would team up together. Kurumi is known for killing Ryoma. Okay, you know, the more I analyze that, the more it kind of hurt. Makoto accidentally sticks his hand in the campfire that he made. Lawrence puts his trust in Shiki and allows himself to fall backwards. Shiki actually catches him because Shiki's so nice. Shiki's a homie. Shiki's a real one. Kei hates Komaru so much that he's created a squad against Komaru. Who would do such a thing? Crazy Hiyoko extra large sends Kaito to jail for Mew-like behaviors. No. Not Kaito. Yeah, not Kaito. Korey confesses his love for Reiko. Reiko's like, no, homie, no. Ganyu screams into the void. Kotoko introduces Celeste to her long-lost twin, Kotoka. One of these days, Kotoka's just gonna exist in one of these games. Rantaro dyes his hair orange. He's no longer an avocado. He's now a tangerine. Maki makes hot stew before bedding down for the night. Nakamaru swaps out Avi's pancakes for waffles. Okay, you know what? Just, I don't want to do this every time, but, like... Squad, we have to have a discussion. I know we are having one heck of a season. And I'm not just saying this for this, I'm saying this for this too as I look down and Junko wants me to give Sayaka a chance. Y'all need to read the rule book. Y'all need to remember the foundation on which this group exists. And that is to ensure Sayaka's downfall. Now I know. You guys are like, oh yeah, we're all kind of doing our own thing now on different teams. No. The success that you've been having is my success, and it's because of me. You guys are dominating the singles bracket because of me, and that dominance can stop if you start doing foolish things like pancakes or wanting me to give Sayaka a chance. No. Honey. Don't do that. Hey, Mikon tried to set up a trap. Unfortunately, she's trapping herself. So cooks his food before. That's a lot of people in an event. Before putting out his fire, Junko wants Ava to give Sayaka a chance. We already read that, and I'm furious. Genocide Jack finds an open laptop to the Hunger Games simulator and sees the event where she dies. True to the simulator, Mana stabs Genocide Jack. Kaede, Hifumi, and Mayu look for more people to become friends with. Shuichi, Turnip Boy, and Chie enter a scrum debate with Hajime, Sayaka, and Angie. They argue about what will happen first, Ava giving Waffles a chance? Fat chance. Kaito getting his first win? Fat chance. Tiki etches a sketch in a tree. Bennett takes it as a threat. Yosuke lashes onto George's back and blows himself up to try and protect Kana despite his best effort. George survives the blast. I didn't know George was out targeting Kana, but she's in danger. In the truest danger there could ever be, and as we proceed, there's even more danger. As day 3 begins, Crazy Hiyoko extra large sees a pale Chisa washed ashore unmoving. She revives her with CPR. Shiki loves Christmas. It's December now. It truly is. Makoto, gosh darn it. Shoulder charges into a tree, knocking it over and crushing Kaito and Takamichi. Gosh darn it. Mitarai, it's up to you. And Tiki, it's up to you. As Komaru commits Sora. Reiko feigns death, tricking someone to ignoring her. Mitarai stabs Angie with a tree branch. Kazuha hopes Avi doesn't jinx him. We'll see about that. Kaede, oh my gosh, Asylum Akamatsu. Throws a knife into her own homie's head, Shuichi. That hat couldn't protect him. Tiki steps on a Lego brick wall barefoot. She shrugs off the pain. Hifumi, Ganyu, and Hajime track down and chill with Ibuki. Ibuki does sound like someone you want to chill with. Toko reaches her hand towards the screen. The watcher isn't safe. Run. Kurumi confesses her love to Razor. Razor just like, cool, see ya homie, and then leaves. Mew smells a rat. Junko gets so absorbed in chasing a butterfly that she follows it right off of a cliff. Mana accidentally blurts out the fact that she likes Bennett in a non-platonic way. Bennett declines the accidental confession, saying that he doesn't like Mana like that. How could you not? How could you not? Chie asks Turnip Boy, do you think I'm some sort of clown? Turnip Boy, using his voice. We don't often hear it, he says, maybe. Maki fishes. Kana, Sarah, Mahiru get chased by a rampaging Jin. Korey swoops the whole day away from everyone else. Celeste is ready for the year of the Nagisa. I'm here for it. Rantaro sees Mikan holding a meeting with George, Lawrence, and Sayaka. Nane, Achiaki, Daddy, and Kay come up with a complicated escape plan. We lost. More than you might think is how many we lost as the VR game returns. Makoto enjoys the game. Kaide helps Kurumi plug in but accidentally plugs in the wires wrong. Kurumi's brain ends up leaking out of her nose. That's a shame. That is a shame. But Bennett solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Turnip Boy helps Rantaro to plug in but accidentally plugs the wires in wrong. Well, you know what? I believe Turnip Boy probably would plug them in wrong because he doesn't have hands to help. He just doesn't. Rantaro's gone. Kana, Mew, so all enjoy the game, and Jin solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Kazuha does not, as he glitches out of the world and perishes and never wakes up. Celeste, however, solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Shiki tries to help Nagisa, but accidentally puts the wires in wrong. Nagisa's brain ends up leaking out of his nose. Tiki exploits a game bug, strangling Sayaka with freaking toilet paper, and she suffocates. And sometimes you can't trust your squad when they're acting up. But you know who you can always trust? Your absolutely glorious dragon wife. Oh, you better believe it. The mother to my dragon daughter. Oh, you know it. Get my glasses back on. Put the thank you, Tiki. Ganyu helps Toko plug in but accidentally puts the wires in wrong. Toko's brain leaks out of her nose. Kei enjoys the game. Mana solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Chisa glitches out and falls to the game world, never wakes up. Hifumi enjoys the game. Razor finds a sci-fi weapon and fires it at Daddy. The explosion also catches Mitarai and Ibuki. All three die of shock. Mahiru enjoys the game. Maki solves the mystery of the Neo World program. Korey glitches out, falls to the world, never wakes up. Crazy Hiyoko extra large, master of explosives, fires that sci-fi weapon at Mikan. Nane, Achiaki, and Sarah all get caught in that blow. They all die from shock. George breaks a game rule and is punished in game by Monokuma, falls into a coma in real life, and subsequently dies. Lawrence enjoys the game. Reiko helps Chie plug in. Yeah, you know the gist. Her nose is a brain smoothie right out of her nose. It's like when you pull the things down and then the nice little slushy comes out. That's the brain. That's the brain out of the nose. Komaru enjoys the game, and Hajime solves the mystery of the Neo World program. We lost way more this time around. Way more. In fact, after this Claire de Lune 4, Sato, Izuru, Ryoma, Sakura, Kai, Nekomaru, Genocide Jack, Yosuke, Kaito, Takamichi, Angie, Shuichi, Junko, Kurumi, Rantaro, Kazuha, Nagisa, Sayaka, Toko, Chisa, Daddy, Mitarai, Ibuki, Korey, Mikan, Nane Achiaki, Sarah, George, Chie. We lost a ton! A metric ton. And that leaves us, I don't even remember how many we had before, but it leaves us with less than a standard sized game. We had 52. We had 52 before. Just 23 remain, and they are Reiko from Rock On, Wolfpack's Razor, Mana from Brute Force, Corrupted Code has So, and he is a player. A player to say the least. Shorty Sleepover sees Kana. Unlucky Adventure Team sees Bennett. Shiki for To Be Me. Bob Squad, Mahiru. All of Cat Owner's Paradise. Parsnip, Turnip Boy. All of Identity Crisis, and all of Kiss from a Rose. All of Manga Mayhem for the fan vote. Ganyu for Beauty Sleep. Hired Hand sees Maki. Final Gambit, No Mace Naegi. Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large for the Sour Patch Kids. Accessorize, Undisputed Mew. And my Dragon Wife for a set of pipes. Ladies and gentlemen, 23 remain, 13 into your saving grace picks. The arena event always is just like, oh, you had a lot of people? Not anymore. Not anymore. And then we always know it could be close to feast time. We gotta proceed to see what unfolds. To see what happens. Let's do it. Let's see. At the start of night 3. Bennett. Razor. Celeste, they look for more people to become friends with at the start of night 3. Mew attacks Kay, but Makoto protects him, killing Mew. That's the end of her team for today. So challenges Maki to a dance-off. Maki actually absolutely dominates. She's got the core strength. So has no strength. Under the cover of darkness, Tiki spies on Ganyu. Hifumi and Crazy Hiyoko extra large cuddle together for warmth. It's a little bit awkward. Kaede finds a big red button and she slams it immediately, as if she had a death wish. Much to her disappointment, the button didn't do a thing. Shiki stays awake all night. Lawrence wants Avi to give Sayaka a chance. We are gonna have to fight, Lawrence. And was I happy that your whole team was still in? Yeah, because I love Kiss from a Rose on the gray. But if you keep doing that, oh, we're gonna be big beefing. Kana quietly hums. Reiko looks at the nighttime sky, unable to get a fire going. Jin, Komaru, and Turner Boy are forced to huddle together for warmth. That's the oddest huddle that I've ever seen. Mana starts a fire. Mayu sees a fire but stays hidden. And Hajime puts on a suave top hat. How fancy. We only lost Mew. Wow. As we proceed, we are about to lose at least one more as Shiki and Hifumi go ice skating on a frozen lake. Bennett, Kana, Turner Boy, Mahiru, and Mana track down and kill Lawrence. They were like, oh, you said give Sayaka a chance. They said, not today. Thank you. Thank you. So, Maki and Hajime join the Adventurers Guild, and their sign rolls based on their stats. So is the Righteous Knight. Maki the Wizened Wizard, and Hajime is a janitor. But you know the rules. If you become the janitor and you win the game, you become the arena's official janitor. It has not happened yet, but that is something I have not forgotten about and have been waiting for. There is a rare chance to get a janitor perk in Ordeal, and I think it's happened like one time, and then that person died anyway. But we'll wait and see. Crazy Hiyoko extra large receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Reiko convinces Ganyu to climb into a hydraulic press and crushes her to death. How did you do that? How did you do that? Makoto uses his special attack on Komaru, his own sister, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Maybe Komaru was too strong. Tiki steps again on a Lego brick wall, barefoot, but she's like, I don't know what you all find so horrific about this. Kate rests in a fruit tree. Celeste strangles Kaede. After engaging in a fist fight, Razor tells Jin that he's not a clown, but the entire circus we lost like 4. I was like, we lost just 2? No, we lost twice as many as that. That brings us down to 19, but we still have a little ways to go after this. Claire de Lune 4. Mew. Lawrence. Ganyu. Kaede. All of Kiss from a Rose, as if wishing that you would give Sayaka a chance is a bad omen. Because it is. Don't do that. Don't be like Lawrence. His whole team got out. We'll see everybody's statuses. Reiko. Agent of Chaos Reiko. She's still in. Wants to secure her team a spot in the finale regardless of what happens with Chaos reigning. Brute Force sees Mana. Yeah, it would be me eating my own words if I was like, oh yeah, they were like, we're not reigning Chaos today. The odds that we win this one, very slim. It's a big game. And then they win. Imagine. Razor. Wolfpack. Mana Brute Force with 5 KOs. Corrupted Code sees Cell. Shorty Sleepover sees Kana. Unlucky Adventure Team sees Bennett. And as we go on, Shiki remains for 2B Bob Squad has Mahiru. Cat Owner's Paradise completely, and so is Identity Crisis. Parsnip has Turner Boy. Manga Mayhem for the fan votes completely, and Hired Hand still sees Maki. Makoto, no Mace Naegi. For Final Gambit, Sour Patch Kids still sees Crazy Hiyoko extra large. Do not count her out. Do not count her out. And my dragon wife, Facetta Pipes. It's we got time. There's still 9 more into your save and grace picks. We got time. Won't be your save and grace picks next time, right? Right. As night 4 begins, Jin fires a truth bullet at Hifumi. It exposes his lies. Tiki and Mana settle their dispute over an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Bennett gets a hold of my soundboard, and you know what he does. He plays the secret achievement music, one of the greatest bops of all time. Mahiru and Komaru and Maki discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Turnip Boy, stop. Get some help. Shiki proves that my jinx is real again because Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large's name came out of my mouth and now she is dead with her own weapon. Kana gets infected with a despair disease, starts insulting everyone who passes her by relentlessly. I can't imagine Sweet Bee and Kana just relentlessly insulting everyone. So, quietly hums, Makoto unleashes his ultimate move and it devastates Razor and the entirety of Identity Crisis who were in today, Hajime and Kei. Celeste finds a sleeping Reiko lying on the ground. She raises her hand, waves it in front of her face before dusting off her shoulder, falling to the ground, and punching Reiko right in the face. Goodness gracious. It feels like it's almost feast time, and as we proceed, we see it is feast time. I called it, I knew it in my heart of hearts. I was like, oh, it's feast time. And the cornucopia is blenders of food, weapons, memoirs from the tributes families. Mana takes 1 quarter, 3 dimes, 2 nickels, 4 pennies from the cornucopia. Nice. Shiki falls into a frozen lake and drowns. 2BME is out for today as Komaru decides not to attend the feast. Makoto and Cell get into a fight over raw meat, but Makoto gives up and runs away. And much like she has done in the past, Celeste bashes Hifumi's head in. This time with a mace. Kana decides not to attend the feast. Turnip Boy kills my dragon wife. Oh no. With a hatchet, my dragon wife. Mahiru takes 1 quarter, 3 dimes, 2 nickels, 4 pennies from the cornucopia. Nice. And Jen decides not to attend the feast, but you know who did attend the feast? Reiko, Bennett, and Maki. However, Bennett triumphantly killed them both. He could get you guys a fan vote by himself. He could. However, I think we still have a day to get through. We do. And that day consists of Jen finding the secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at Mahiru in time for Valentine's Day. Got a secret gift from an admirer. It's a box of chocolates. Kana forces Komaru to kill either So or Bennett. She has decided that this season Bennett's the bigger threat, takes him out. Makoto attempts to climb a tree but falls on Turnip Boy, taking them both out. Goodness gracious, Mana finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at too. Jin and Mana, the both of them? 2 of my favorites? Y'all eat you some pancakes. And Celeste reminisces about season 2. We lost 12. 12 are remaining 19, and that brings us down to just 7. I don't think there are any teams completely in, but I do think it is a Claire de Lune, the last Claire de Lune of the episode 4. Crazy Hiyoko, Extra Large, Razor, Hajime, Kei, Shiki, Hifumi, my dragon wife, Maki, Reiko, Bennett, Makoto, Turnip Boy. Well, we have a strong showing. Oh, there is a whole team completely in. My gosh. Oh, oh my. Dang. Yeah. Okay. Interesting final 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, you know what it's time for. I'm not even going to belabor the point. You made some picks in the past. They were terrible picks. I know they were. Don't try and fool me. They were bad. I made some picks too. You know what they were? Bad. But this is the time where we all have to make some new picks, to make some better picks, to make some saving grace picks. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, I do believe it is time to make these picks, and these picks consist of corrupted codes. So, and it's an interesting development because corrupted codes So and Shorty Sleepovers Kanan are both in play. They may have to have a face-off. Who will win between the two of them? I don't know. But we also have Mana. She's gotten so close but so far for her team, Brute Force, a fan favorite team. A fan favorite team. Can she come out on top for them? Mana, we're looking at you. Good luck to you. Bob Squad. Put in via the secret episode last season. Could they not have that same luxury this season but win on their own merit? Bob Squad, my hero. Cat Owner's Paradise. You all know how this usually goes. Celeste perishes, and her tag team partner wins. However, I'd have to point out that this is not technically a holiday episode, but it is technically a holiday week This past Monday was Valentine's Day, or Single Awareness Day. Whichever you prefer. Celeste and Jin, could they have a little bit of residual holiday energy left over from there? I don't know. But as we proceed, we see Komaru, the soul who wants to get you guys a fan vote on the tag team bracket. Something that should be not impossible, but surely difficult to get with RNG and the number of teams that we have this season. However, she could do it. She could win again from Manga Mayhem. The choices are yours and yours alone. Pick first, second, and third. Who do you got? I'm gonna make those picks too. I want first and second to be So and Kana. However, give me Kana. No, give me So winning, but because Kana takes herself out. I think she sacrifices herself for So. That is what I'm gonna go for. So for first, Kana for second, and for third, yeah, I mean, give me Jin. That seems about right. But it is your final 7. One team's completely in, but you know in these final 7s with one whole team completely in, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes crazy things happen. It's brand steel, but I can say with certainty that it is Mana, it is Kana, it is So, it is Mahiru, it is Jin, it is Celeste, and it is Komaru. All standing tall, staring each other dead in the eyes, with the same pulse, heartbeat, and determination as that of a samurai woman. Shall we? I think we shall. The final 7, who will come out on top? Let's proceed and we will see. A lot of things are happening. Celeste and Mana fight So and Jin. Mana and Celeste survive. So and Jin are out of this one. I don't know why you keep fighting your tag team partner, Celeste. However, you know in these tag team games, you don't win them. Your tag team partner always does, so you may have just doomed your team. Kana makes a hot stew for the dinner and before bedding down for the night. Komaru finds a stereo and presses play. It plays some sick beats, and unfortunately, Maru finds a big red button. Much like her hair, presses it immediately. Unfortunately, it was a bomb, and pressing the button did activate it. That brings us down to just Mana, Celeste, Kana, and Komaru. A quarter chance, 25% chance that Komaru could get you guys a fan vote. Otherwise, Brute Force could catch a win. Cat Owner's Paradise could catch a win, and the Shorty Sleepover could catch a win. I don't know who it's gonna be, but as we proceed, will it end? Will it end? It won't. But I don't know what kind of self-sabotage Celeste is doing. I don't know what she's doing. As Kana plays chess with death and she wins, Celeste deliberately jumps off of a cliff. Celeste, what are you doing? Komaru makes a slingshot, and Mana freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. Will proceed. We lost 4. Celeste was the total downfall of her team. The total downfall of her team. But that's that, and that's really a terrible turnabout for her. Jin, who has to be bewildered. So, Mahiru. Celeste, who is bewildering. I don't understand. I know you don't either. Maybe it was the guilt that she took out Jin again and she was like, I don't deserve this win. And maybe she knows that she can't win a tag team episode on her own merit, and she was just like, I'm out, you guys. We'll see everybody's statuses. We're down to 4. Mana has 7 KOs. She's been rocking. But will she win this thing? Kana. For the Shorty Sleepover, we still have Komaru for the fan vote. And that's it. It's your final 3. I don't know who's gonna win this one, but I can ask you, not who's gonna win this one, but I'll ask you, what do we call it when we're in our final? Sounds like a build up to a joke. What do you call it when you're in your final 5 and you're in the Danganronpa Hunger Games? Will you call that a crisis of fate? Mana, Kana, Komaru. One will win unless there's a tie. Never count that out. We haven't actually seen a tie in a hot minute in Brand Steel. Since... No, we saw one later in the season. Never mind. It could be a tie. It could all end when I click proceed. Will it? It doesn't. In fact, everyone's just vibing as Kana tends to Komaru's wounds, and Mana gets distracted. That's real nice of Kana to tend to her wounds. Mana works for both Avi's Wares and Despairs and Yoko's Items of Misfortunes because she is in extreme debt. Kana eats dirt. Yum. Don't do that. Komaru wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. We've actually been extremely peaceful and there's no cannon shots heard in the distance. However, there is a cannon shot this time. Kana stands outside of Komaru's camp with a candy pail. Komaru gives Kana a knife to the chest. Poor girl, Komaru, what have you done? I know you were the cutest knight of them all. But that brings us to a very interesting final two as Mana finds a big red button, presses immediately, she has a death wish. Much to her disappointment, the button doesn't do anything. Because it's a battle of cute. And I have to ask you, who is the cutest? Komaru? Mana? Komaru. She is the cute knight. She won a game by just being cute and then killing Sayaka. That is all she did. And she's a Saya killer not a Saya killer herself, a Sayaka herself, but maybe she's a Saya killer now. Komaru. The cute knight. However, Mana does everything in her power to be cute. She tries her best to be cute, even though she's got the strength of 3 Hulks. She tries her darndest to be cute. Accent, cute. Hair, cute. But is she cuter than Komaru in this battle of cute? Komaru, Mana. It's a battle between a fan vote and a fan favorite team. I don't know who it's gonna be, but between Manga Mayhem and between Brute Force. For your fan vote, or for Tenko and Sakura, I will proceed, and we will see that the cutest one of them all is truly, for the fan vote, Komaru. Because Mana's just full of it. What does it mean, you may ask? Well, death. I'm shocked. Am I shocked? I'm a little bit shocked. Because as we proceed, we lost 2, and they'll get a Claire de Lune. A terrible turnabout, rather, for Kana. Mana. I don't call her the cutest knight for nothing. It has been a short period of time. A short period of time. In fact, this team has been together for what? Two or three episodes? Have they been in? I think they've only been in 2 of the 3 episodes, haven't they? Have they been in all 3? I'm not sure. I think they might be undefeated in tag team action together. That's something I'll check out at some point in the future, but let me tell you right here and right now, we'll proceed because they did it again. They did it again, and immediately you guys get a fan vote for this season. Hit that music because your winner, representing Manga Mayhem, I don't know how they've done it, but here they are. They came, they saw, and they conquered. Your winner, for the fan vote, and for Manga Mayhem, Komaru. That's the cutest knight of them all. What can I say? The cute knight, one of the earliest memes. The Knights of the Round Table. One of the earliest memes. I think came from the not the 1 versus 100 episode, the very first, I don't remember what I called that episode. It was a big episode though. It's a very big episode. And we did it, and I don't think Komaru won. I don't think any of the knights won, but that's when they formed. They gathered around that knight's table, and apparently they've proved to potentially be one of the greatest factions in the history of this business. When you think of every faction, and you think of the titles that they've held, I think the Entourage is the only team that's like actually held the titles as their team was a faction. As their faction rather, was a tag team. That being said, I think if the squad became a tag team, if it were just, you know, like me, Junko, and Genocide Jack, I think that we would dominate. I think we would crush. I think we would win every single game. Or at least take Psychic out every single game, which is winning to me. That's winning to me. Maybe that'll happen one day. I think this might have been the season to do it, but that might happen one day. We'll proceed. Fan vote. Fan vote. Since we've met the new teams, it has been almost all Manga Mayhem. It has been very briefly Unlucky Adventure Team, and Bennett tried to do it again. However, the person they should have been targeting was the woman who won it all first. The woman, well, I guess she didn't win it all first. Sumugi won it all first. But gosh darn it, if their team doesn't know how to handle every other team, handle every single other team that is currently together, Manga Mayhem, they're a dangerous team. Watch your back for them. In fact, bring up that bracket real quick. Fan vote, almost immediately. Manga Mayhem. First time together, boom, magic. And then they come back to Brand Steel and, you know, they just do it again. They were like, they say lightning doesn't strike twice. It does in the mangas. It does in the mangas. And gosh darn it, they did it again. I don't know, I'm kind of hyping them up. I'm kind of like it. Congratulations, they got 2 KOs. Mana had 7. I thought she had it. I really did, but sucks to suck. And that's just second place. And we know for certain that there's going to at least be one tag team fan vote. And if it's just the one, boy, it's going to be difficult for you guys because there are some teams who really deserve that one placement. Kana in 3rd, Celeste in 4th, Mahiru 5th, So in 6th, Jin in 7th, Turner Boy in 8th, Makoto in 9th, and Bennett rounding off your top 10. We'll slow scroll through the rest of the folk. Man. Manga Mayhem. I don't know what to say. I don't. But highlight, you know, my dragon wife. She you know, she took out Sayaka. That's my dragon. Unlucky 13th, but let me tell you. First in my heart. We'll proceed. Ladies, gentlemen, it started with Albedo trying to convince Sonya not to kill him. Well, she did it anyway. And it all ended with Mana just being full of it. Death. Death is what she was full of, unfortunately. Not full of life, not at all. She did indeed perish. We'll proceed once again. And our top 10 teams today were Rock On, your Agents of Chaos, Unlucky Adventure Team, Final Gambit, Parsnip, Corrupted Code, Bob Squad, Cat Owner's Paradise, Shorty, which was bewildering, never forget, Shorty Sleepover, Brute Force. I'm so bewildered that Celeste took out her partner and then she was like, I don't deserve this, and she was just like, yeet, right off of the cliff. Manga Mayhem coming out on top once again. Fairy's Guide to Everything Magical was the last place team. In fact, we didn't have tag teams and winners versus losers. I think that if we ever like came back and redid a seasonal gimmick, it would probably be the Despair Dimension season, because I like that season. I don't know if that was like my favorite season, but I think that might be one of my favorite gimmicks, if not my favorite gimmick. I was a big fan of that one. But we celebrate more winners versus losers tomorrow. First, last, we'll see what happens. Mana 7 KOs, Makoto 6. He had a good game too. Celeste 4, Maki, Turner Boy 4, Bennett, Jin, Karumi, Sarah, Shuichi 3. Everyone else with 2 or less. We'll go back to the reaping. Congratulations once again to Manga Mayhem. We have seen teams dominate in the past. We've seen teams get more than one win. However, I don't know what it is about Manga Mayhem, but I feel like they might keep that momentum going. In my heart of hearts, I'm thinking they might keep that momentum really going. Will they? I don't know. Only time will tell, but until time tells, we got another episode tomorrow. What did you vote on for? Oh, I know what you I know it's tomorrow. I still need to set that up, actually. It's a fun one. It's a fun one, and ironically fitting. Ironically fitting for the week. However, until then, stay classy. Year of the Zenith. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalacars, United States Aviator, Manga Mayhem, you did it. Twice. And they got you the fan vote, which means any of these teams, any of them, any single team could get voted in who's not already on the bracket. It's anybody. It's anybody's game. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Until next time, toodaloo, like real. Thanks for watching.